Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Muhammad Azizul Haq, Assistant Teacher, Kishirganj Government Boys High School. I'd like to welcome the students who are of Kishirganj Government Boys High School, and especially for those who are in class 6. I think all of you are head and hearty and passing your days properly. And I'm also Alhamdulillah by the grace of Almighty Allah. In the last class, I took a class on your first paper. I think all of you are ready with your textbook and khata and pen and pencil, and the lesson was 10. And today I would like to take the class on lesson 10, and I think all of you are ready. Let's start the class. And what is the name of your class? That means the title of the lesson is, are you listening? Okay, I have written down, see that I have written down the lesson. See that lesson is 11 and page number is 38. And the title of your lesson is are you listening? Okay, and it's an important, very important lesson, I think, for you, and you have to listen to with deep attention. Okay, every now and then, we have to communicate with each other, and I've already told you English is not subject oriented, it's a skill based. So what are the skills? The skills are listening, speaking, reading and writing. While listening and speaking, we have to pronounce the word properly. Okay, and whenever we will go to listen to anybody, and if the pronunciation isn't right or proper, and if I'm not accustomed to listening the proper and right and exact pronunciation, then there will be a problem, because when I will go to listen to anybody, then I can't understand by listening. On the other hand, when I will go to speak, and if my pronunciation isn't right, and if I can't pronounce or utter the word properly by maintaining stress and intonation, then the other person before those or whom I am speaking to, then they will not be able to understand me. So communication will not be proper. Okay, that's why today's lesson is very important for you. So try to listen to me properly, and I'll take 2 classes on this lesson. Today just I'll tell you something. So that I have written down 2 words which are known to you, but what is stress and intonation? What does stress mean? Stress means something, mental pressure, you can tell. Whenever I feel any tension, or I have faced some problems, if I have some problems, then I have to face stress. Okay, that means if I listen to anybody, or listen any bad news or any pressure comes on me, then I feel stress. That is something different. But whenever we go to utter any word or pronounce any word, then you have to put emphasis on word, on the word, or on the part of the words. So it may be first part of the word, or last part of the word, or middle of the word. We have to give emphasis. So what is stress? Stress is something like that, the part of the word on which given emphasis, that is called stress. Okay, I am telling you again, what is stress? Stress means emphasis on the part of the word. It may be first part or second part, and it will be different from partial space to partial space. If the word is noun, then it may be first part of the word may be emphasized, and if the word is verb, then it may be given emphasis on the last part of the word. In this way, we have to recognize the parts of speech. Actually, which parts of speech is the word. If it is noun, then it will be dressed in the one way, and if it is verb, then it will be stressed on the another way. And it is related to syllable, you know. And if the syllable, what is syllable? The part of the word which is pronounced at a time is called syllable, you know. And there are different types of syllable, you know, monosyllable, polysyllable, and disyllable. Those are the parts of the words, and they are syllable. So whenever we'll utter or we'll go to put emphasis on any word, then we have to identify the word which has how many syllables. Okay, if the word is monosyllable, then stress should be given in the way, and if the word is of disyllable, then there will be two parts of the word, and we have to recognize the words, identify the words which parts of speech is it, whether it is verb or noun. In this way, we have to put emphasis. Okay, and see that another point I would like to mention. There are two types of stresses, you know, stress word and unstressed word. Stress means the part of the word on which stress, that is emphasis, will be given. That is called strong beats, you know, beats. And beats means when you listen to any music, then we listen to basically beats. Okay, and beats may be upper or that means rising beats or falling beats. And whenever we go to stress on the word, and if the word is stressed, that means on which, the word on which we have to give stress, that is emphasis, is called stress word, and that it has strong beats. Clear? And on the other hand, the word which is not necessary, on which given emphasis. Emphasis is not necessary to be given. That is called unstressed word and weak beats. Okay. So I would like to give you an example, and if I give you an example, then it will be clear to you. Suppose I have written down one word, record. Okay. See that the word is maybe two parts of space. If I reverse it, consider it as noun, then how can it can be pronounced? And if it is verb, then how can it be pronounced, or how can stress be given? And see that it is two syllables. It has two syllables. Record. Okay. So that if I consider it as noun, then on which part I will give emphasis, that is stress I will give. Okay. So record. Okay. Record. That means record, the word has two syllables, and if I consider it as noun, then the first part of the word should be given stress. Clear? As it is noun, that's why we have to put emphasis. That means we have to give stress on first part. Record. Okay? And on the other hand, whenever I will go to consider the word as verb, then we have to put or give emphasis on the second part. Okay, second part. See that? Record. Okay, understood? Record. Okay, I think you have understood actually which one is stressed word and which one is unstressed word. which one is strong beats, and which one is weak beats. That means which one is strong beats? The part of the word on which stress will be given, that is called strong beats, we have to use. And on the other hand, the part of the word on which stress should not be given, that will be weak beats. Okay, record. On the other hand, record. See, the beats are coming on the part of the word on which stress is given. Strong beat comes. On the other hand, the part of the word on which stress is not given, then weak beat comes. Okay, clear? I think it's clear to you. Later on I will tell you and talk a lot about stress and intonation. Now come to the point, another point, intonation. What is intonation? And you know, while talking, then we try to speak by raising our voices and falling our voices. So, if I tell you what is the definition of intonation? Actually, intonation means the rising and falling of voices. Okay, rising and falling of voices. When see that there are two types of intonation. One is rising, another one is falling. Okay, and when we raise it or go up our voices, rise our voices, then it is rising intonation. And when our voices go down, that is falls, then we can tell that it is falling intonation. Okay, and another one is in the middle of the rising and falling is called fall rise intonation. Okay, that means there are three types of intonation. One is rising intonation, another one is falling intonation, and when our voices go up, then it is rising intonation, and when our voice goes down, then it is falling intonation. And there are some other intonations which is in the middle of the rising and falling, then it is called fall rise intonation. Okay, then I think you have understood what is stress and what is intonation. Stress means so that the part of the word on which stress is given and emphasis is given. On the other hand, intonation is rising and falling of our voices. So if I ask you what is the difference between stress and intonation, then I think you can answer, and it will be your home task, because later on we will talk a lot about stress and intonation. So your home task is just what is the difference between stress and intonation. Okay, this one. And see that in your lesson there are some words which are given with picture. Just try to practice this word. Suppose I am telling you shed, it is one syllable. Shed, shade, paper, taste, wait, pen, pain, man, made. Those are the words you will just practice, and in the next class I will tell you a lot. Just the things which are important for you I have already told you. No more now. We will talk a lot in the next class. Thank you very much.